Hello, everyone. My name is Hanyu, postgraduate from China Academy of Chinese Medical Science. Now I'm working in Beijing Kundawell Medical Institute. Today I'll give the speech. BiGuShiQi is a new way of life. From these 4 parts. Part 1, BiGuShiQi is a shortcut to health and spiritual improvement. What does this word mean, BiGuShiQi? It means do not eat grains and absorb energy through cultivation methods and thus reach the state of not eating. This method has been recorded in such ancient books. And the book 大代礼记 comes from the pre-Qing period, and there is a saying, 食肉者勇敢而悍，食骨者智慧而巧，食气者神明而寿，不食者不死而神。What does this mean? It means that people who eat meat are brave and powerful. People who eat grains are smart and dexterous. People who eat qi and make so bright and long-lived. Those who do not eat anything will not die like immortal gods. This book, 淮南子, Human World, it recorded the earliest BiGu practitioner. And another book tells us the relationship between the BiGu and the Shiqi, which is unearthed from the Ma Wangdui Han tomb in the 1973. And this sentence means, at the beginning, we do the BiGu, hunger phenomena will appear. We may feel top-heavy, limbs, and fatigue, but it must be overcome by Shiqi. So here we will combine the BiGu with Shiqi practice together. At the Qing and Han dynasty, many Taoist practitioners began to practice the method of BiGu and Shiqi until now. BiGuShiQi plays an important role in the long history of health and extended life. Why do we need this ability? From the Taoist point of view, they think if people eat grains, it will produce unclear energy or qi in the intestines, which will cause obstacle and hinder the path of becoming immortal. They also think there are some insects in our body rely on green qi. Because of that, people can produce desires and cannot become immortals. From the perspective of society, the aging population is in a serious situation. Chronic disease, chronic non-communicable diseases such as hypertension, diabetes, and cancer account for about 18% of the death toll. The life quality of patients is seriously degraded, bring a heavy economic burden and a tremendous psychological pressure to families and society. The BiGuShiQi can effectively control body weight, lower blood pressure and blood sugar, not only promote health state, also improve the mental state, develop intelligence, and improve efficiency. Also the spiritual levels. So how does it work? As a medical research institute that Kundawell has long been committed to advancing human health, Professor Shi Mingtang has created Chinese imidge-medicine and Zhongyuan Qigong. As we know, Zhongyuan Qigong has 5 levels, and the BiGuShiQi belongs to the 3rd level of the Zhongyuan Qigong. It can help us get into pulse state. Based on our 20 4 years of Shaolin retreat experience, we found that many people automatically enter the BiGu and do not want to eat. This phenomenon we call the 气足不思食. It means full of energy and do not want to eat. We also have the example in Kundawell who has cancer and after BiGuShiQi get a good result. His name is Sun Li, and she has a rare malignant tumor, which is called lymphangiolioma. There is no effective method for treatment in the world. Only rapamycin can be used to be delayed onset of this disease. Now, and about 600 people are diagnosed in China. At the first time when she diagnosed of the disease is 2017 August. After that, she has such symptoms. Lung function declines month by month, and frequently pneumothorax. And after 6 months Chinese medicine treatment, she found seriously problems with his liver and the kidney. Can't fly even with oxygen machine because the lung pressure can lead to life-threatening, dangerous. After 1 year, she started to using the method of imidge-medicina to heal. After that, she stopped taking any medicine. Check again at hospital in 2018, October. Lyme disease has not become more serious. And before the BiGuShiQi and the lung function return to the level of last year. And in this year, March, she started to practice BiGuShiQi with us. After BiGuShiQi, the feeling of shortness of breathing disappears. 2 months later, she can fly without oxygen machine. And when she climbed the mountains at 2,800 meters above sea level, there is no pressure in the lungs. Now, she feels that her body health is better than most people. After several rounds of BiGuShiQi, she shared with us she became more younger, and the melasma on both sides of the face is reduced, nearly disappearing, and the skin become more moisturized, and the body disease disappears. She will do an annual physical examination in October and compare it with last year. Now, most of the time, she chooses to BiGuShiQi. She regards the BiGuShiQi as a way of life. What is the situation for the person who don't have such disease? In March of this year, Professor Xi lead domestic students and volunteers to practice BiGuShiQi. I also in this group and have been experienced 21 days seriously BiGuShiQi, just drink water. And during this time, I work whole day as usual. And so I think many normal people can do BiGuShiQi. We organized the online group, and I summarized the general process as follows. At the beginning, most people choose to enter the BiGuShiQi directly. On this process, we do the main practice of navel breathing, and through the navel to get the energy. You can practice it at any time or if you are hungry. At the same time, we recorded the basic indicators, such as the body weight, blood pressure, defecation, diet, and other physical conditions. And the weight will lose in the first few days, about half kilometers per day, then become stable. Then the sense of hunger will become less or don't feel hungry. When we do the BiGuShiQi, the gastrointestinal system is gradually stopped. Then the navel is activated. We start to use innate energy system. Some studies have shown that this is related to the activity of a nitrogen-degrading enzyme in the human body. And starting from the second week, the self-adjustment of the body began to become significant. Your tissues, organs, minerals will have different degrees of reaction. A large amount of cold and wet began to exude from the body. During this process, if you can combine Chinese image medicine to heal, you can easily eliminate the discomfort. From a scientific perspective, we suspect that this has a lot to do with changes in the intestinal flora, and some special bacteria can transform the element from air to the substance which body need. It requires further research. Recommendations. One is, if you are a beginner, you can try to activate the function of the navel and make your body healthier. And another is, according to your own situation, clarify your purpose and make a plan. BiGuShiQi is different from fasting. It focuses on eating qi and energy. Generally, fasting can last for 2 or 3 days. But if you have the ability to absorb the energy, you can last for 21 days, even longer. And some can reach 108 days. If you can use this ability in your daily life, you will have the ability to choose eat or not eat. How about the future? BiGuShiQi has so many benefits. Reduce the food safe hazards caused by pollution, and avoid chronic disease and major disease occurrence, saving medical resources, promoting human health, and improving the quality of life, become beautiful and saving money, become healthier, and the spiritual improvement. For Kundawell, I have to do something. We have to do something, such as create a global teaching and a promotion network through the internet, such as image healing app. Give the BiGuShiQi practice to more people. And another is combine the BiGuShiQi with the health traveling. Establish some sites in the whole world to create a new style of international tourism. So I hope BiGuShiQi can be your new way of life. Thank you for your attention.